blessing does not come as money. It comes as an assignment. It comes as a burden. It comes as purpose. It comes as instruction. It comes as responsibility. And God bless them and say, be fruitful. Be fruitful is an instruction. God bless them by giving them an instruction. So every time you receive an instruction from God concerning any area of your life, it is a fragment of God's blessing trying to find expression in that area. So where the responsibility of man comes is in your diligence to lay hold on that instruction. He said, if you know these things, happy are you. The word happy there also means blessed. He said, blessed are you when you do them. Does it mean that you're not blessed alone? We sing it, Abraham's blessings are mine. But you know about Abraham. You know Abraham was a businessman. He was a diligent man. So you enter into a sphere, you enter into a place, you get into a company, and you know you enter there by the favor of God. Sir, it is not the favor of God alone that will give you dominion in that company. If you don't do the work you're supposed to do and just depend on favor alone, a time will come when you mismanage that favor. Hope you know that you the same way you can frustrate grace, you can frustrate favor. How do you frustrate grace? How do men frustrate it? Grace is frustrated by laziness. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 10. Paul said, I am what I am by the grace of God. And the grace of God that was bestowed upon me was not in vain. How? He said, I labored. So how I ensure that the grace of God was not in vain was by laboring. How do you ensure that the favor of God is not in vain? It is by maximizing it to labor. Even Peter said it. He said, let him that preaches preach like the oracle of God. Let it be that when you're preaching out your life. Even if you're just preaching to one person, preach as though you're preaching to 1 billion people. The Bible says, he that is faithful in little. The problem we have in our generation is that we have crowd mentality. Until there are people to watch us, we cannot perform. If your performance is based on crowd, then God may not bring you to the crowd, because He will test you in the secret place where no man sees you, because He wants to check your heart. If you're committed to the crowd or committed to Him. Because if it's about the crowd, the day the crowd will leave, you leave God. Some of you, the reason you've not invested in your gifts is because there is no platform. Who told you? Platforms respond to investment, not the other way around. You sleep, you see yourself sinking to multitudes, and the lamb is rising up to walk. You think you just wake up and then they will invite you for the experience. No, sir. It may take the next 10 years. But you exercise faithfulness where you are. It may be just morning devotion you're leading, but you need it with all your heart. Maybe you're a graphic designer and you say that you're the one designing for the president. You're the one that they are paying you in dollars. But they give you work because it's your fellowship. And because they paid you 2,000, you just did a shabby work. You don't understand the principles of dominion. Dominion rides on the wing of faithfulness. Faithful men are committed and entrusted dominion into their hands. He said, you're faithful over these 10 cities. Some of you don't even know your one city. Like the other man, you've gone to bury it. You've buried it because your gift does not seem pronounced. You no longer acknowledge it. He said, let the communication of our faith be effectual by the acknowledging of every good thing that is in us. Some of you, there is a good thing in you because you're admiring the one in another person. You've refused to acknowledge it. It's good to admire, but let admiration not make you lose touch with what you carry on the inside, because we are the body of Christ and every joint has something that is supplied. That brother that you are admiring, the way he preaches, the way he sings, we will admire the way you serve, the way you do management when you start doing your own, because we are not created to function independently. In the kingdom is interdependence. That's why I say, lift up the weary hands that hang down, strengthen the feeble knees. I may preach like this, but I cannot sing like Precious. I cannot sing like Stephanie. If you are conscious of the blessing and you're not committed to being responsible, those who are committed to hard work but are not conscious of the blessing, they have more results than you.